Welcome back to a special episode of Hooper Stories Podcast. I'm Diddy Noseball. This is Ray, and we're here to put basketball in proper perspective. Today, we got the Celtics and the 76ers Game 7 preview, man. And then we're going to be talking Lakers, Nuggets, Western Conference Finals preview. So, man, let's go on talk these. This has been the weirdest series, man. Celtics versus 76ers. Well, I ain't gonna say it's been the weirdest, but I don't know, man. That
Nobody, I
Tatum
don't think
game.
nobody had it going 7.
I, I mean, I'm not surprised it's going 7. It's kind of the way it's going 7. Like dudes not showing up. Harden done had the two best games of the series. It's just a whole bunch of I don't know. What's been the story in this series in your opinion?
Inconsistency.
Hmm, yeah, that's perfect. What you listen to? Music? What you
Oh no,
jamming?
that I just decided that's what I was gonna start off with when I joined up.
Uh, but inconsistency on everybody behalf, or you was talking specifically a couple people or one person? Who you talking about inconsistent?
Both sides of the for both teams really.
Who's been the most inconsistent?
Tatum.
Uh, has he? Like
For
inconsistent in what way? Just scoring? You just saying scoring? He been inconsistent.
hey, it's only you can only like the game he had last game. He had a bad shooting game, but he had a great game in my opinion. Those are things that's only supposed to happen like once or twice out of the series. When you doing that every game, that's why they in the game 7 right now. In some of those games, if he was efficient, they don't lose.
Yeah. See, but he had 39 game one. Then game
They
two, I'm pretty
lost.
sure everybody, yeah, they lost. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to see. He had I'm only had 7 points game too. He only
Oh
played
yeah, I remember
19
that.
minutes though.
And they, I think they blew him out.
Um, he had he had 27 game three. He had 24 game four.
I'm talking more so about inconsistency for as his shooting.
No, I'm looking. I'm just shit. I can't
I'm gonna
remember.
say it looked ugly.
He always an inconsistent scorer though. He always like an inconsistent shooter. I think he shoot too much. Dude been taking he taking it seemed like he been taking like three. He
He done
been
took
11 threes
120
a game.
shots. The next closest person, Jalen, took 90. You done took 30 more shots than the second leader in field goal attempts. But he's
Mm,
shooting 41. Well, I'm gonna round him off to make it look better. He's shooting 42% from the field, 32% from the three, 86% from the free throw. Uh,
that boy done took 47 threes, man.
his assist to turnover ratio pretty good. He averaging 11 rebounds, averaging over one steal, averaging over 1.5 blocks, averaging 5 assists. Um, other than Marcus Smart, he leading the team in assists. He leading the team in every category, literally.
I think
It's just the shooting.
I think yeah he has to be a better shooter.
And say the only good thing is if they pull through against 76ers, the Heat have shown in the Knicks series that they can be very inconsistent.
I think whoever
So
win this game seven win in the East. I think, man, the Knicks just wasn't ready. They weren't ready for this level of playoff basketball yet, man.
I ain't trying to hear that, man. They was in the finals last year.
What you talking about?
What you talking about?
I
You
said
said
the Knicks weren't. I said the Knicks
oh
wasn't ready.
okay. I thought you was just like speaking on Boston
Uh,
stuff and say, no, I ain't trying to hear that from them.
I think Boston got too much firepower for them dudes, man. If they win, I think Boston or Philly would just have too much problems. Bro, what are you over there doing?
My fault, man. That's my drink. I ain't gonna touch it no more.
Oh, I was thinking you been having a fight over there, boy. Sound that boy over there moving some furniture. You remember that type of saying? Even man, I don't know what kind of saying it used to be. They're moving the furniture saying,
Yeah.
but
I first time I heard that was from Charles Barkley.
I think
I was
it's
like,
probably where I first heard it.
I ain't never heard that one, but I'm gonna start using it now.
But I think, man, I don't think nobody, the Heat can't match up with neither one of these teams. I think Embiid would kill him, and I think the sheer depth of Boston would kill him because Bam can't handle Embiid, and if he trying to battle with Embiid on defense, that means he go no show on offense. Uh, PJ Tucker, if I wouldn't mind putting PJ Tucker on Jimmy Butler, they got some history, so I wouldn't mind that matchup. And then everything else, I'm not worried about it. Embiid on Bam, and Bam ain't doing nothing. So I feel like neither one of these teams is a good matchup for Heat. I know what they did to Boston last year and how far they took them, but it ain't no Tyler Hero. And you still gonna keep banging on Max Struess and Duncan Robinson and them boys against Boston? I don't know, man. I don't know. And in this game right here, I think who you think will win this game seven, and what do you think has to happen for them to win?
If Boston want a chance to win it, Brown and Tatum, they gonna have to lead it. Just like how I said against if the Lakers wanted to come out against the Warriors, Bron and AD was gonna have to be the leaders that they supposed to be. When it come down to game sevens or elimination games, your two best players, they have to be present. It ain't it's time out for all that. Oh, they had a bad game last game, or man, we need so and so to step up. No, we need y'all to get the wheels going first. Come out. I want them to come out super aggressive.
I don't know if you noticed this, Ray, but I feel like Embiid has really been giving Jalen Brown problems at the rim, bro. Cause like,
I don't think so. He's shooting 56% and 42% from three. I mean, if you giving me
man,
problems, I'm giving you those numbers. And last game, that dude laid up Embiid and somebody on him. I was just like, bruh, I feel like
man,
Jalen Brown been doing what he want to do in this series.
I haven't. I done seen Jalen Brown go there, paint, see Embiid, toss that motherfucker back. I done seen him.
He done tried
I,
to dunk on Embiid a couple times this series. I don't think it's anything to do with that. It's probably just they know who Embiid is in the paint. He's not gonna try him every single time. That's not smart basketball.
but I'm saying I think Jalen Brown could have been even more explosive. What was he doing first round? Wasn't he killing like how much he I can't remember how much he averaged first round, but I know he was like the best Celtic in the first round. But he ain't been killing like that, Ray. I ain't gonna lie.
He
Not
only
in the
averaging
paint.
he only averaging like 22, 23 points a game this series. But like I said, he also ain't been taking as many shots either.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking because I done seen him go to the rim a lot and meet Embiid, and he ain't want nothing to do with it. Like he ain't soft, so he'll still go in there. But it's been a lot of times I done seen Embiid deter him, and I feel like that's gonna be something to watch in this game seven. Will Jalen Brown say fuck it? I'm gonna attack Embiid. I feel like that's the real storyline, right? because Tatum shoot jumpers. Tatum, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that I really want to watch for is attacking the paint. Jalen Brown specifically. I feel like that's gonna be the big difference in this game 7 because them jumpers gonna be a little wonky in game 7, man.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know.
I
I
think
like
I
I I
uh,
like and I don't. He a 3 level scorer anyways. That Brown is. So I mean, I like that he not just trying to. Um, he got too comfortable with one part of the one area in the court because we know how explosive he can be, how athletic he is, and he is at his best when he kind of got a mid range to finishing in the paint. That's when he really get going. But like I said though, he been shooting great this series, just like he did. He's shooting better than he did in the first round. In the first round, he was shooting crazy numbers. So only thing I want him to get better is I want his free throw percentage to. Oh man, I did not know he was that terrible free throw shooter. That's crazy.
boy, he always look like he missing free throws, man.
Which is crazy. I'm like, how you a shooter and you can't like, come on, man. Something adding up.
I want to see Derek White get it going too. He been trash. Derek White has had a bad series, low key. He a role player, so nobody go really care too much. But Derek White has been bad, man. I want to see him get it going a little bit in this game 7. He gonna be very crucial because the better Derek White is, the less we have to play Marcus Smart, who is gonna I don't know because Marcus Smart can either save you in a game 7 or shoot you out of a game 7. So I'm watching for that, Ray. I'm watching for Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown attacking. Which offensive version of Tatum we go get? This for the Boston side. Can Derek White actually impact the game like he's been doing all year? And where's Horford gonna give you? Horford don't seem like he been hitting shots. So I want to see what Horford do. That those are just some of my main things I'm watching for on the Celtics side. What you watching for on the 76ers side, Ray?
Do we get a consistent Harden and MB duo? Does Maxi um, step up as their third option, or maybe play a bigger role if Harden don't? Because last game Harden kind of went back to that. I'm gonna play point guard, and I'm gonna let Maxi and MB be the kind of like the top two scorers. So do we see Maxi um, also be consistent? Do we see a defensive impact from what's it called from PJ Tucker? Um, do we see what's it called Melton have a good game? So I
Mhm.
mean, it's a lot of things that can kind of go in favor of both teams. To be honest, it just depends on how they execute.
I'm worried about Maxi and Harden. I'm not gonna lie. Like Maxi, people talk. It's easy to talk about Harden how he been not been playing good like every other game or whatever. But Maxi ain't been playing too hot his damn self, and he damn sure ain't have the explosions that Harden had. Even Maxi best games, he ain't been too efficient. So uh, I don't know what it is with Maxi, but throughout the season, what you like most about him is his efficiency, is his quickness in the transition, his ability to catch and shoot off the ball, his ability to create his own shot. But for some reason, and they said he always struggles with the Celtics, but if you go be transitioning into the star that everybody thinks you go be, man, Tyrese Maxey gotta step up, especially offensively, because you don't know what you're getting for James Harden. You don't want to not know what you're getting from Tyrese Maxey too. So I'm watching for that. Um, James Harden. I want to see James Harden be aggressive from tip. Like I want to see him like look for his shot, and that's gonna open up his passing game. But if you scared of Harden, the scorer, then you can allow him to facilitate. But we're not worried about Harden if he looks scary. Like what was that game 3? which game when he was looking scared. It was like a specific game I can't remember, but he was looking scared out there. Like he didn't even want to take shots. If that Harden is back, it's a wrap. Celtics might blow him out. We needed an aggressive James Harden, and everything could flow from that because we know what you're gonna get from Embiid. Um, Tobias Harris, he's been at least playing defense, kinda. Um, he been up and everybody been up and down except for Embiid, who's been kind of battling injury. But I think James Harden, because we seen if he plays good, it's a dub, it's a win. So that's what I'm watching for. And if he don't have it going, Tyrese Maxey has to get it going. But I'm really nervous about those too. Mhm. So I did have this question. So in a game 7, what do you think are some of the general most important things for a team to win a game 7 specifically?
Um, Second chance points, defense, effort. Especially if you in your especially if the game is in your house, you can't allow. Um, Once you gain the momentum, you can't allow them to take it back. You gotta keep your foot on their necks. But I think those three things are key: second chance points, rebounding, um, and just effort on the defense, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who you got? Celtics versus 76 game 7. Who you got and why?
I got the Celtics. I just think in a game. I think in a game 7 situation, mm, I'm not saying I'm not predicting a blowout, but I just think in the end it's just they gonna like it's gonna be too much as far as just Boston's depth. Um, but like I say, it all depends on Brown and Tatum. I feel like they got to be the ones to get it going. We can talk about their role players, we can talk about whoever, but those two guys got to understand that they gotta go out there and just show.
Hmm.
Like forget leading by example, you got to show example.
Who's gonna have more points, Tatum or Embiid?
I think Embiid probably gonna have more points.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. A game 7. I know I've been on Embiid ass. I know I really, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatever. But he's still by far the best player in the series, man. If he wants to dominate, and if he just be like, man, I'm finna just kill these dudes, and not try to go one on the wing with Malcolm Brogdon. And dude, you seen that? Dude, I'm like, bro, you trying to take him off the dribble, turn around, back him down, man. But if he not doing stuff like that, if he's actually like, hey man, I'm not gonna play a finesse game. I'm not gonna play the jump shot game. When I get the chance to mash in the paint, I'm gonna mash in the paint, be a defensive anchor, protect the rim at a high clip. No easy buckets. I feel like Joel Embiid could really dominate this game 7 if he decides to dominate.
You
And I
think it'll
feel
be
like he
enough
gonna
to
at least
will his
try.
team to a victory?
Yeah. If he dominates, yeah. Because I feel like if he dominates, hopefully that will make Harris more comfortable. Hopefully that'll make Maxi more comfortable.
See that
Because
hope.
I I don't think that the Celtics haven't been dominant this series, bro. I'm not gonna just look over there and be like,
I'm
man, I
saying
think the
though,
Celtics.
Tobias Harris, he done showed us who he is for too long now.
He done had some.
I don't think in this game if Embiid is dominating, he gonna change who he is as a player. He's
But it
still gonna be
opens up
Tobias
his kit.
Harris.
It's gonna open up his catch and shoot game though. That's what I'm talking about. Like just in that situation, I still think he'll be able to knock down shots. I'm saying if Embiid dominates, it's gonna make everything easier for everybody else, and then it's like they'll just fall in line. Because I don't feel like Boston, not in this series in particular, the two Jays ain't been dominant, bro. Especially not together at the same time. Which one? Who done had a dominant game out of Tatum and Brown this series? Like a dominant game. Has either one of them even scored over 30? Oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
What's
I
the
was
name
gonna say
scored
Tatum
39
did
game one
game
and they
one.
lost? Yeah, but
Tatum scored 36 in game five. They lost that one too though.
see, I don't like that. The best games from they've been losing. So I think yeah, we had 36 and 39. But I don't know, Ray. The Jays ain't look just dominant in this series. So that's some worry for me. So if Embiid can
And it
dominate,
still comes
yeah,
down to game seven.
that's true. That's
That
true.
that say I think in my opinion that says more about Sixers.
I
Brown
mean,
and Tatum is struggling, and y'all still in the game seven with them. And y'all done had some absolutely dominant games.
hmm, I mean, I got. I ain't gonna lie. I think I got the 76ers. I have no idea why. I shouldn't, but I do. I think Embiid. I think Embiid should, man. I don't know why, Ray. But I think this dude will have a 40-point game, man. He should. But you ready to go to the Lakers and Nuggets Western Conference Finals preview?
Yeah.
So Lakers versus Nuggets Western Conference Finals preview. We just seen what the Lakers done did to the Golden State Warriors. Probably finna break up a dynasty. We seen what the Nuggets did to the Suns. Man, KD's finna have a long summer. That's just the least of that. Like, what is your first thoughts when you just think about this series? Like, just your first. What's the first thing that come to mind? It could be anything.
The battle of the benches.
Hmm. Who you think got the better bench?
I think Nuggets have a better bench. I think Lakers have better scores though on their bench.
I'm not
And
gonna lie
I
to you,
share,
right?
huh?
Huh. I said I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking that same thing because I was thinking about the matchups. I'm like, okay, there's no true size advantage for neither team. Uh, there's star pat that they're the two best duos left in the playoffs. I think, like it was in the Warrior series, it's gonna come down to Reeves and D'Lo for the Lakers, and for the Nuggets, it's gonna come down to Michael Porter Jr. And I don't know if I can trust Michael Porter Jr. over Reeves and D'Lo. So I do feel you on the battle of the benches, or just the battle of the extras.
It's two matches I'm looking forward to though.
What?
The number one everybody knows what that one is 80 and Jokic.
Jokic
And
and
then
AD, but okay.
and
Hey man,
then what's called Vanderbilt and Murray. Does
you re-
Vanderbilt does Vanderbilt defense impact enough when he can stay on the court, or do they eventually have to bench him like they did in the last couple games against the Warriors?
Ray? I
So
told
his
you, and
offense
you thought I was crazy. I told you. I said, man,
is
because
crazy. Like, bro, when they started giving him less minutes, that's when Curry kind of started having them game them minutes where he was just going crazy when he wasn't out there. And I'm like, I guess that's something they wouldn't live with.
it's just so hard because like you already got a good defense. I understand Vanderbilt is a hell of a defender, but he just clogs up so much offensively, especially when you got AD and LeBron out there. And if you got to do like Schroeder or somebody else who's not a consistent shooter, it's just like, damn, it's 2023. You gonna have four inconsistent shooters out there, and one who's just he's not even just an inconsistent shooter. He really offers no value offensively. Mm.
And so he
He just
a good passer, but I'm like, you gotta have something to go with that passing. Like at
I
least
just
be a like he not even like most time you see a defender, especially with his size and his athletic ability, you think you can be at least a slasher. I'm like, you're not even out there providing that.
he don't even slash, huh? He ain't got a little midi. He ain't got a little floater. His offensive package is very, very limited.
So there's a lot of things I want to see next year out of Vanderbilt for sure. That with his like a it don't have to be a crazy offense package because I mean he know his role. He know he ain't never gonna be no double digit point guy. So we
Do
just
you
need you
think?
to
Huh,
huh.
I was finna ask. Do you think would y'all rather start Schroeder
That's what they
and
did in Game 6 against
that's
Warriors.
that's what I'm saying. Would you rather him and see what he can do on Murray, and then he still can actually kind of shoot a little bit, have a little piece of a floater, a little better
Murray,
passing?
Murray is bigger than Curry, and Murray is his play style is different. He don't mind getting you in the post. He don't mind driving. Like he don't rely on threes as much as the Warriors do. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they come out game one. If they like, I would start Vanderbilt, and if it ain't, if the offense is looking kind of stagnant out there, I'll make a quick sub for Schroeder to get out there. But I wouldn't go straight to Schroeder.
Because my thing is, if you play Vanderbilt, you can hide MPJ on him, and you would want MPJ to not be able to be hidden. If I was the Lakers, because I feel like he the X factor for the Nuggets, and you don't never want MPJ to get going. If you the Lakers, you want you want Jamal Murray to try to dominate the ball, him and Jokic. But if MPJ get going, that's the only way I can really see the Nuggets just coming out and really winning. Because I feel like the Lakers do have the perfect pieces to beat Denver, and I am very nervous. Hey, you think Gordon would do a good job on LeBron? Because I've been thinking about that matchup too.
I mean, LeBron had his way against Dylan Brooks, who is a top defender, Andrew Wiggins, who was another top defender. I don't think Gordon. I mean, Gordon gonna be another body, but I don't think it's gonna be just oh man, yeah, he's shutting LeBron down. Come on, the one thing I noticed about LeBron, especially in Game 6, LeBron is only using so much energy in those other games until it comes down to the wire. It's like okay, all this you've been using your energy all game. I've been leaving something behind stored away.
Hmm.
So if LeBron at any moment can just go into that mode to where I'm gonna be super aggressive. I'm just gonna drive on you, and there's nothing you can do about it other than foul me. It's gonna be a long night for whoever guard down. And Gordon is their only hope because they don't got nobody else on their team they can guard. Who else they gonna put on them?
They'll throw Jeff Green over. Oh, they'll
Man,
throw Jeff Green over there, man.
yeah, LeBron about to yeah.
My thing is, hey, don't do that. Aaron Gordon is a hell of a defender for a nigga that's not an all defensive team type guy. I think he did a good job on Cat. I think he did a good job on KD.
None
Um,
of them. I'm not throwing no disses at neither one of them, but neither one of them gonna do what LeBron can do, especially from a physical aspect, especially not on KD.
I think Aaron Gordon is physically capable enough to withstand that.
He gonna be in foul trouble.
I'm pretty sure he is, but I'm gonna say it like this, man. Wiggins was too damn small. Dylan Brooks was too short, in my opinion. His arms, Dylan Brooks, where his wingspan looked negative. And Andrew Wiggins just man, he just didn't have the muscle. He literally broke his ribs trying to go at LeBron. So I feel like Aaron Gordon is the
No, we're
perfect.
not about to do that about Dylan Brooks because before we even started that series, we talked about what his numbers look like against all the All Stars.
But I'm telling you
All
why
that
it didn't
wingspan, all
work.
that
I'm telling you
wingspan
it didn't
stuff.
work. I'm telling you it didn't work. I don't care.
I'm saying
Keep
all that
saying
wingspan stuff. I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse to make it seem like, oh
I'm
man,
not man.
LeBron
I ain't
ain't
gonna
going to
make
get
no
somebody
excuse for
like.
no. Now I'm saying you overlooking Aaron Gordon like it's not like it's just gonna be easy for LeBron to either. It's gonna be hard for LeBron to blow by and go through Aaron Gordon, man. Aaron Gordon is 6'9".
LeBron wasn't. That's what you felt. LeBron didn't blow by anybody on the Warriors. He wasn't blown by Moody. He wasn't blown by Brooks. He wasn't blown by Wiggins. He wasn't blown by nobody.
But that's what I'm saying. What like he
It's the
was
fact that
going
he can
through
still.
them.
It's the fact that he can get to his spot regardless.
I'm
I don't
saying,
think Gordon is more physical or stronger than what Brooks is. I don't think that. Brooks ain't no little dude. He might have a wingspan over him, but that don't got nothing to do with the strength. Brooks is as strong as they come. Like, I don't know.
oh man, Aaron Gordon is 6'9", 240. Dylan Brooks like 6'7", 6'7", 230.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm 2 inches shorter than you. I'm only 10 pounds lighter. Just because I'm lighter than you in pounds don't mean that you just automatically stronger than
say,
me.
say man, when it comes to body types, Aaron Gordon got the body type I wouldn't mind throwing on LeBron, man. He got the body type, the
I
athleticism.
done seen LeBron cook that boy, so
I'm
you can
sure.
say what you
Come
want.
on, it's LeBron, but I'm saying he
This is
got somebody to guard him. I know you probably think Aaron Gordon trash.
I don't
You don't
think he
watch a lot of
trash.
Nuggets. You don't watch a lot of Nuggets.
That just ain't the
But
first person I think of, and I'm like, man, who can stop LeBron? Aaron
I
Gordon.
didn't
That's not
say
the that's
stop. I said guard and do pre. You ain't guarding none of these dudes that's getting to this stage of the game. I'm saying I'm comfortable with Aaron Gordon on LeBron.
don't get too comfortable.
Man, what this series hinge on is what AD go do. That's what you need to be worried about.
They don't have nothing defensively for him, so that's gonna be interesting to see how he
He
approach
got
that.
some. He got something for himself. I just don't know. And then you don't. I think Jokic just go. Hopefully, wear his ass down offensively because that's a tough guard his damn self. Like, cause man,
This the first matchup, especially for Jokic, where it's gonna be like, okay, um, he's actually more of an offense threat than I've seen in the playoffs so far. So that's gonna be interesting to see on both ends.
I think the guards. I don't know. I think the guards for the Nuggets can actually keep up with the guard. Like they'll actually be
It
giving
depend on
those guards
that's another
problems.
thing. Depend on what D'Lo show up, because D'Lo can score with the best of them. It's just if he's actually like hitting shots.
I think Bruce Brown, KCP, Christian Brown, the white boy from the Nuggets coming off the bench, the
Uh,
rookie. I feel like that's a solid trio of guards to throw at Reeves and D'Lo and Schroeder now. In line, even
and
Lonnie.
they, I think Lonnie too athletic for all them.
Nah,
I know.
not
I
Christian
know.
Brown.
Hey, okay.
Christian Brown, boy, have you seen how fast that dude is? Christian
Once
Brown is
again, who have they
athletic.
seen in the playoffs that he's actually been tested though?
Man, don't be talking about no Lonnie Walker to be testing nobody and stuff like that, man.
You
This
seen
dude,
who you seen who he was cooking on? He was cooking all time greats. I don't want to hear about no rookie that's finally making what's all that showed you. Oh, look what I can do against Landry Shamet. I don't care about none of that.
all time. What all time greats was he
Steph
cooking?
Curry, he cooked the boy.
Man, you talking about like
In
Steph
two
Curry?
separate
All
games,
time
he
great.
cooked that boy.
Offensively, he's an all time great. Offensively, defensively, come on, man. You ain't get
So you
no
pick. Oh,
brownie points
okay.
for cooking. You ain't get no brownie points for cooking no Stephen Curry, man. Stop that, bro. Don't get
They
he
try.
cooking all
Hey,
time great. Man, you saying, come on, bro. Christian Brown a better defender than Steph Curry. You just bringing up Steph Curry like he got his Hall of Fame badge off defense. Stop! Don't do that. If you would have said
Former
Clay, that would have
steals
been
leader.
something different. But man, don't give a damn about no steals leader, man. Can you guard up when they the whole point of a nigga
Then we
offense is
talk about how Steph
find
got better
you?
on defense.
He got better, but he still was getting hunted. So it's not we not gonna do that.
When was he getting on it?
Bro, so D'Lo was going at him. Austin Reeves was going at him. Anytime somebody seen Curry, LeBron was trying his
The reason
hardest to
why
get
they
the switch on
come
Curry.
on now, that's not fair to say D'Lo was going at him. Dude got like 3 inches over him. That's no, we're not about to do that. That's not being
But
hunted.
I
That's
don't
taking
care.
advantage of a height advantage.
But that's what I'm saying. You acting like Lonnie Walker ain't got that same. He cooking all time. Man, that's what I'm saying. You went too far with that, man. That's all I'm saying.
Curry not an
That's
all-time
all.
great now.
You said cooking all time greats like he's an all time great because of his defense. That's what I'm getting on you about. Don't try to cuten it up.
So how many
Nigga,
players have
Steph
actually
Curry,
cooked Curry then? Since Curry's so bad on defense, we only can name off one of the incident where he actually
De'Aaron
got
Fox and
cooked
Malik Monk was cooking him.
for the first 2 games. What happened
Man,
after
Ray, stop it, man.
that?
Nigga broke his finger. We not
What
finna be
happened with
doing
Monk?
all
Monk
that.
broke something too.
Man, Monk
Oh,
shouldn't have been cooking that
his
dude
pride,
like that in the
his
first place.
pride, his pride got broke.
Man,
Okay.
Monk shouldn't have been cooking like that in the first place. He cooking all
First of
time
all,
great.
so you named off 2 people for one person. Curry's only going one now.
Man, whenever they got that switch, whoever had Curry, they was going at him, man. So don't bring up Curry to say Lonnie Walker was cooking. Yes, he was cooking Curry,
And
but
you acting like Fox wouldn't
there's
cook
nothing to
whoever.
brag. Bro, cooking Curry ain't nothing to brag about. That's what I'm saying.
Cooking,
And
you talking
bringing
like
up
cooking Christian Brown is gonna do something. Oh man, I cooked this dude. Like, what? Ain't nobody talking about, man, he's a lockdown defender. Only you saying that. He could be
I
a
didn't,
solid defender, but don't act
oh
like he
my
just no
god,
pure
he a
lockdown or
better
something.
defender than Curry.
And
You
what is it?
bringing up? Oh,
You
he cooking
saying
all time
how
greats like
you
this.
how you how
Come
you
on, man.
sitting here know and talking about how bad defensively Curry is, and then happy to brag on somebody's being a better defender than him.
Because I'm saying, you made it sound. You tried to make it sound better than what it was, bro. He's cooking all time greats. Come on now, all time greats at what?
Since his first finals, the only people we can say that can actually cook Curry is Kyrie, De'Aaron Fox.
Man,
That's a short
man,
list. When you think about since 2015 and now, that's a very short list.
man, stop it. Just stop.
Am I lying? Name me some,
Man,
throw some more names out there.
I'm not feeling a dig back in the bag to be looking at who to cook Steph Curry, but it's been some people, man. You're not gonna do
I
that. He done got cooked a few times in this playoff run.
I guess you
I
could say
watched it.
Westbrook, but even Westbrook, he was shooting inefficient.
You can go back to the time where Chris Paul was cooking his ass. But
When he was
we're
with
not gonna.
who?
We was the Clippers.
I won't even bring up that Chris Paul.
Well,
He got
but
one
I'm
of the
just
worst. He got one of the worst primes in playoff history. Just a wasted prime.
and I'm worried about y'all coaching, man. Because
I
I
ain't
don't
worried
know
about that.
I don't know what
I feel like he done got. I feel like he done got stuff right now. Bench that boy Malik Beasley because he is a fraud. I love that.
Troy Brown too.
Yep, I love that.
But you see how long, bro? We in the Western Conference Finals. You see how long it took him to do simple stuff we've been talking about.
That's why I'm not worried about the coaching no more. From the coaching aspect, I'm not worried about that
Fam,
no more.
he just did something that me and you, people that don't get paid to coach, has been screaming for him to do since round one. He just now doing it in his conference finals time. You not worried about him?
Mm-mm.
I guess. My biggest worry with the Nuggets too though is the non-Jokic minutes. When Jokic on the bench, man, I'm scared the Lakers gonna be running that shit up, man. That's another thing I'm watching for.
Hey,
That
one thing I will say that the Lakers have done is LeBron and AD playing 40 plus minutes.
as they should. Man ain't
So
doing
Jokic
nothing
gonna have to
else.
match that. Jokic and Murray gonna have to match that.
Man, them dudes got good. What's the name? What's that shit called? Stamina, especially Jokic. He don't look like he would have good stamina, but Jokic got good stamina, man. And especially they play in Denver in that altitude, so they'll be all right. I feel like they can match whatever minutes they got to match. And then this Western Conference Finals, everybody played 40 minutes anyway, so I don't feel like that's gonna be a problem at all. I'm worried about is MPJ, because my thing is MPJ been driving a little bit more. He won't be giving none of that against the Lakers. I feel like the rim protection for AD, unless Jokic drag him out to the perimeter. I'm interested to see that. How is Jokic going to attack Anthony Davis? Is he gonna try to be a decoy and get the ball to MPJ and Jamal Murray? Is Jamal Murray gonna dominate the ball and try to go 1-on-1? Like I'm not sure of Nuggets offense. I really don't like they offense necessarily, especially not against these Lakers team who's been playing. I ain't gonna stunt. This Lakers defense is for real, man. So I'm
I
thinking about that
tried to
too.
told you.
Hmm. Man, Dennis Schroeder done unlocked y'all defense, man.
No. I already told you who the key person was. Soon he got there from day one. I said it's a different team. Soon when Vanderbilt stepped on that court, this is a different team defensively. It's crazy.
I've been telling people. I was saying this shit. I said, bro, if you got something to trade and you got just need a few more pieces, try to bring in Jared Vanderbilt and Josh Hart. I was saying those are two dudes that could swing from you being a semifinal team and a conference final team in a championship team, man. Getting dudes like that at the trade deadline, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't feel like Jared Vanderbilt. I don't know where he's gonna fit in this series. I'm still thinking. I don't know.
So if he don't play this series at all, who gonna get his minutes?
Now I ain't saying he not gonna play at all, but I'm saying like
And
how
I'm
big
saying if
of a
his minutes
role.
are cut short though, do you just increase Lunny's
Yeah,
and Hachimura's?
I don't know how many opportunities Hachimura should get in this series.
Shoot, if he can get his offense going like that Memphis series, shoot, we need all the
Man,
minutes we can out of him. He kind
Hachimura.
of I don't know. He
That was a weirder body team. Like that was a lankier team than Memphis team. Like that was a better matchup for him. The Nuggets got smaller guards. They got like guards, size guards. Like they don't got the wings. I feel like Vanderbilt and Hachimura.
I think Hachimura can do a good job guarding MPJ when he do get minutes in. They're around the same height. I think MPJ probably got like an inch or two over him. But people fail to realize how solid of a defender Hachimura is. Like he can get some minutes, even if it's. That's why even when his offense wasn't going to work, he was still seeing time because he was putting. The reason why Beasley wasn't out there, he's strictly out there for shooting. Troy Brown is out there for shooting and defense, but like I said, they kind of found a rotation with Hachimura and Lunny. So it was like we don't need you out here. We already got somebody out here to replace you. So Hachimura was getting even when they was trying to switch him on Clay and Steph, he was doing a good job on them. So don't be fooled and think he can't guard. Oh no,
Nah,
he
Steph
will
cooked
step
him.
out there.
Steph was cooking him. I
Steph was
remember.
cooking everybody. We ain't and
But
guess what?
no,
Steph
I'm
Curry
saying
shot. Hold on a second, man. Before we even you talking about cooking. Cooking is when you are scoring effortlessly and at a high percentage and a high rate. Don't say, "Oh, Curry did this for one quarter and the rest of the quarters he was doo doo."
man, we watched what Steph Curry did with Hachimura, man. We just seen it in goddamn the game they just had. They took Hachimura out so damn fast because he couldn't go. He couldn't keep up with this Steph shit, man.
Man, like I said,
We
that
literally
boy Steph
just
was out
seen it.
there shooting 11 for 28.
I mean, he did, but shit. One a few of those 11 was on Hachimura ass because they had to get his ass and get him right back on that damn bench.
But no, I'm interested. I'm uh they pro I would love to see Lunny on Jamal Murray because he got more size as one of our guards. But I already know they're gonna probably put him on KCP because KCP like to run around a lot, and Lunny is I don't know when that's the thing about when you are a talented defender of that scale where you can it's certain things you can do on defense. You can lock up on man to man. You can stay on a guy who's gonna be like a Rip Hamilton, Reggie Miller type player. I think that's the special thing about the Lakers too. They got people that can play multiple styles of defenses.
Yeah. I what you feeling about Austin Reeves? Like, how do you see this series going for him? Because I feel like he could
I feel like
have
he should. I
possibly
think
some success.
yeah, he should have some big games. Um, they don't really have no defensive guards I can think of outside of KCP and Bruce Brown. And what you said, that rookie dude. But as far as from the starting aspect, I think he should get it going early.
I was thinking the same thing because I,
Him
I
and
really like
D'Lo, to
him as
be
a
honest,
playmaker.
I think if they expect to have any type of impact from the gate, they gonna have to be aggressive.
Yep.
Him and D'Lo. Because you know what Jamal Murray gonna bring to you on the offense, man. So you gotta make him. Hey, you gotta do something to make him have to work on defense.
Yep. And I feel like Austin Reeves, that's a good matchup. Like they do try to put Jamal Murray on Austin Reeves and KCP on D'Lo. I feel like you should go at Jamal Murray because Austin Reeves has a height advantage. And then Jamal Murray is not a super athlete. So all the shit that Austin Reeves try to do, I feel like he can do it on Jamal Murray.
And say I'll say, I know Reed's shot was falling last game. I want to see him drive into the paint trying to get some fouls.
Yep.
Try to
I
get
think
him
he
in
can
some early foul trouble.
I think he can do that on Jamal Murray. And I like his playmaking that comes
Yeah,
from
that's
that.
another thing. That's another thing you got to that makes the defense have to stay honest because they like we don't know if he really trying to commit to a score here or he just looking for an opportunity to try to look for the open man here. So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting on both sides. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I said, man, I feel like this probably got a chance to be one of the best Western Conference Finals we've seen in a few years, man. Because if you think about it, and then it's even storylines. This wasn't.
From
Isn't
the
this the
bubble,
thing? Yeah, from the bubble.
and so we got
So,
Heat on the other side already. So they was in the bubble too.
and I feel like Jokic really has a lot to prove, right? Like I know I do a lot of talking about Jokic, but everything that I felt like he would do up until this point, he's done did. He as soon as he got his players back, they was the number one seed in the West for damn near the whole year. They took care of Timberwolves, was never too scared. They took care of the Suns, wasn't never really too scared. Not me personally. I'm mad it didn't go to it was it they didn't finish in five. There was a Landry Shamet game away from putting them boys away in five. So I feel like
And Landry Shamet hit some key threes, but we ain't about to act like he just was going crazy the whole game.
no, I'm saying he was the
The
reason why they
Suns set
won.
him up to have impact. He didn't
Yeah.
set the Suns up to have
Not
effort.
not no, but I'm saying he had to hit the shots. You see what he did the rest of the series. But
Like
I
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. He, they won game. But I just say that because I just feel like this is probably one of the most disrespected number one seeds we've seen in a minute. I feel like this Nuggets team has earned everything that any other number one seed has earned up until this point that
when
hasn't
you
won a
think about it
championship.
though, the past couple of years for number one seeds though, it don't really have the same effect as it used to.
Yeah,
You
Suns,
me- you remember
Suns.
you remember you could see a number one seed and be like, man, this team look like a number one seed.
Yeah,
Like before they even play their first game of the playoffs, people like, man, we already know we're going to the finals. I mean,
I used,
like
I used
a
to
lot
hate
of
that.
things, and a lot of yeah. I kind of like the kind of not knowing
That
what to
man,
expect from either team. Cause it's like, man, they both they both got weapons. So
man. I do have this one question to you, Ray. It's specifically about what would this mean for LeBron? 'Cause I done spent a lot. We done went 50 minutes without doing this, but what would this mean for LeBron to get to a finals from the AFC? Like, in your opinion, if they do pull it off against the Nuggets.
people gonna say he broke up the Grizzlies, possibly broke up the dynasty with Warriors. Then he got through a Nuggets team with a player out of Jokic who's been having a historic run and a number one seed out of them as well. Man, you gonna see them pull a James Brown. They gonna bring the cape out for him.
Oh, I ain't gonna stunt. If he win a championship, Ray, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't argue nothing nobody got to say about the man
I ain't
because
even.
I wouldn't even argue nothing.
Kobe's still gonna be my all-time favorite that I've seen. But hey, man,
Cause it's not like LeBron.
I, I'm
It's
you
not
ain't
like
gonna
LeBron getting
you ain't
carried.
nah, you ain't about to set me up for that, man. You ain't about to catch me. Nah, you ain't about to set me up for that one.
Real talk though. Uh, it ain't it ain't like LeBron has been getting carried either. Like, LeBron ain't been shooting well. That's the only reason why his percentage ain't good. But man, for a 38-year-old, he the best 38-year-old I ever seen, man. Like, he the best. Probably you can say 35 plus. Cause, like, man, some of that stuff he was doing to Wiggins, man.
I don't know about 35 plus.
Who better? Wilt? Not Wilt. Kareem?
I say
Duncan?
that's probably. I say
Nah,
that's
Duncan
not
trash.
heck no.
Yeah, Duncan was trash.
Um, I mean, it
Missed
wasn't that he was
layup.
trash. He went to.
He missed layup. I'll
He
never
was older.
forgive him
He
for
was older
that.
than 35 when he did that though.
Oh yeah, yeah. But still, I'll never
But by
forgive him
that
for that.
point though, he already had diminished his role so tremendously. It was kind of like I don't expect much out of Duncan no more.
I expect him to make that layup, right? Nobody
I
criticizes Tim
said,
Duncan ever, but he was a crybaby and he missed the layup in the finals, man. I won't let him live those things down, man.
hey, they don't talk about some of the playoff series. He had some bad playoff series, but hey, they
But
gonna point out other people though. Like every player got some flaws somewhere. You ain't no way you play almost 20 years you ain't got no games or no series. But it's like, man, this dude he underperformed.
nobody ever say nothing bad about Tim Duncan. He
Exactly.
complained.
Boy,
He
they
complained
man,
to the refs more than any superstar of today, and he was he blew a layup in the finals.
bro, people, man,
A bunny.
Tim Duncan is my favorite power forward I ever seen, top five player I ever seen. But to sit here, like, it wasn't until after their careers was over, people started saying, well, I put Duncan over Kobe.
That's
I put
asinine.
I
I
put
never
Duncan
liked
over
it.
Shaq. I'm like, what?
I put Duncan over Shaq.
How?
I put Duncan over
How?
Shaq.
Because he got an MVP over him?
Nah, I put Duncan over Shaq just because I would rather have, if I'm building the team, I rather would have Duncan
Do
because
you
he don't
know
got the
what?
free throw. He don't got the
In their
free throw problem.
primes?
If I had to choose, I still can win with Duncan. He a better two-way player, and he can shoot the midi. He's a better free throw shooter. I know he gonna come in and work. It's just he's safe. He's safer than Shaq.
Bro. Everything you say about Shaq, what he don't do, he still proved that it don't matter at the end of the day.
I'm saying what I want. It's personal, ain't it?
I'm just saying that free throw thing that's a that's a
I
weak
hated
argument.
watching it. I hated watching it. I hated
That's a
watching
weak
it.
argument though.
I that he was the most frustrating player, great player to watch when that shit was happening, man. I hated it. I hated
That's
that.
that's before they had an actual rule in place for that. That's man, that's the corniest tactic I ever seen a team do.
But it's like, bro, I didn't like the fact that I was a good free throw shooter in elementary, middle school, and this dude, a grown ass man, couldn't make them hoes and looked
He
at
wasn't the first
crazy.
one. That's the
I'm
crazy
not.
part.
I'm,
Why you
he was
pointing
a
him out like he the
he was the
first one?
he the first great one that I've seen. The great he was one of the greatest players that I've seen. That it was like it's something that he was very very bad at that I was already good at a young age.
Why you don't
It is what it
criticize
is.
Dwight Howard like this? Because he was
We
a
don't talk
horrible.
about the white man. We don't talk about the White Hair in these conversations. That's why. The hell, come on, Ray. But back to the Lakers Nuggets. Uh, what if man? I ain't gonna lie. If Jokic get past, well, the Timberwolves series it wasn't. Yeah, but if he get past KD Book, and if he get past LeBron, that's a hellified resume too, man. And then if he get Embiid in the finals, beat him, or if he get the Tatum and Brown in the man, man, there's nothing that can happen from now on that it wouldn't be a great story. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I'm rooting for somebody on every team.
Rule for my boy playoff Jimmy. Yeah, Sixers. I really don't know.
I won't. I wouldn't mind if Harden earned it. I wouldn't mind Harden getting one if he earned it. Because I always thought he was a great player, but it wasn't until this year, into this playoffs that it felt like he actually gave a damn. Always been my gripe with James Harden. He's been playing hard on defense. Like even he's been playing harder on defense. So
That's the crazy part. When his career first started, he used to play. Actually, he played some solid defense. He was never a great defender. After the last time I seen him play, give effort on defense before this year was when he was in the Olympics with Kobe and them in 2012. And somebody still made him do the split there. So I mean, I don't know. He's an odd one. I don't really,
so
it ain't no if it's no other way I can really put it. He's had an odd career.
all right, let's get to the predictions and let's wrap this on up, man. So Lakers versus Nuggets, Western Conference Finals. Ray, putting you on the spot. Who you got and how many games?
I think this one is actually gonna go 7.
Okay.
I don't know which way to lean towards. Of course, I'm a Lakers fan, so I want the Lakers to win. But as far as an absolute answer, I don't know.
This one of them series you gotta watch game one.
And that's
Cause
another odd thing about Lakers that so far in the playoffs they done snatched away game one because they don't have um, what's it called home court advantage. So that's gonna be something to watch out for. Do Lakers still another game one?
do you think they will?
They have been one of the best game one teams, not just because they've been winning, but just how they come out. Like they game one and when they in a house, that was a tough. So far, those are tough Lakers teams to beat.
Hmm.
I think Lakers done defended their house better than anybody. And that, I mean, they're not the only team that ain't lost at their house. I don't think Nuggets done lost in their house either. But I don't know. These are the two perfect teams though, because both of them are defending their house as well.
And that's what I said, right? Like if it's one team that could beat the Nuggets, it's the Lakers. If it's one team that could beat the Lakers, it's the Nuggets. So it's like this I feel this finna man. I feel like this finna be my favorite series of the playoffs, man. High level offense versus high level defense. So, oh, if you get into my predictions, I think the Nuggets gonna win game one, and I think it's gonna be kind of comfortable. I know that sounds disrespectful, but that's just how I feel. Uh, but the series, I'm not gonna lie. I think just throughout the course of the series, just the amount of individual talent that the Lakers have on both sides of the ball is just gonna be too much for Denver, and I can see them winning in seven. But I can also see a scenario where I see the Nuggets winning six. So it is weird, but I'll say Lakers in seven, but I do think the Nuggets go get the first game, game one.
If the Lakers do come, if the Lakers advance in this series, what does that do to the Nuggets roster? Do we see some changes coming? Do we see some people wanting out? Like what do we see here?
Uh if the Nuggets lose in the Western Conference Finals, I feel like especially to come on, man. It depends on the type of series LeBron and AD have, but it's LeBron and AD. Uh so you can't just be like, man, you niggas suck now. You lost to two NBA 75 players, man. So I don't think they have to break nothing up. I do think they will have to add secondary rim protection because I feel like that's gonna get when we say get exposed, because Timberwolves is not a we see what Anthony Edwards started doing later on in this series, but Timberwolves not necessarily a rim attacking team. We know the Suns mid range shooting asses. They not attacking the rim that much. And even KD starts saying, fuck it, I'm gonna attack the rim. So just imagine with Braun and AD and D'Angelo Russell. See, that's another thing, right? D'Angelo Russell is finna attack the paint more. Like, because come on now. It's finna be he's
I
finna
think that's
find a
his
way to
most
get the shots
underrated
off.
offensive skill, is his finishing.
Yeah. And it's Austin Reeves too. Like when there's
Because
no
D'Lo is one of the last of a dying breed of crafty guards when it comes to finishing. He's a crafty type of guy. Like he's not gonna go straight up. He's gonna hit you with some moves, hit you with some. Oh, I'm gonna hesitate here. I'm gonna take two slow steps and then I'm gonna try to finish. I want you to get in the air. Then I'm still taking my last step while you already in the air coming down. Now I'm going up with it. Like he got a set of moves that I don't know. He's a unique player. He has an unorthodox style when it comes to how he just approached the game. He play
I
like I said, like you said yesterday. He plays slow, but at the same time, he's moving forward though. Like he's not moving slow purpose. Like he's not moving slow accidentally. He's moving with a purpose. He's
yeah.
observing the whole scale of the court at the same time. Like I kind of I get caught in that sometimes saying like, man, like he just trying to shoot every shot he get, but really I see it from a different perspective. Maybe he's saying like, okay, I'm also observing the whole field while I'm holding the ball right now. Like I don't
Yep.
think it's just him. Like he feel like, oh, I got the best shot. I'm taking it. Then I think that's how he approach it.
That's why I feel like D'Lo and Reeves, like just like the Warriors series, they gonna be very important again because the stars gonna show up, but it's gonna be on D'Lo and Reeves to give that extra scoring punch. Lonnie Walker too, to a certain degree, because
I want to see them run more this what's it called series too. How good is Nuggets transition D? What where they finish at in that? Or you
um
don't know that off top?
I can see where they finished in the season, but I feel like the Nuggets just outside of Jokic, everybody pretty much does. Even Jokic, he tries. That nigga just shit. That nigga just slow, bro, and he's big. But let me see. Defense, fast break. They middle of the pack.
I think
They
say Lakers not that good in that in the transition defense anyways either though.
but see, they both two top five offenses in fast break points, and they both top offenses in points in the paint. So it's like the only thing about Denver is they get out rebounded and they don't get a lot of blocks. So it's like I don't know what to do with those because AD can have a block party. LeBron can get some help side blocks, chase down blocks,
And so then
and
also AD can get a 15 plus rebound game by itself. LeBron can get a 10 rebound. Um,
mm-hmm.
and then they got a whole bunch of other guys that can just give you 5 plus rebounds sometimes.
And then they middle of the pack and fast break defense. So
And then
that's gonna be another thing
Lakers,
for the Lakers.
and another thing, um, Lakers draw a lot of fouls. They don't foul a lot, so it's gonna be a lot of things to look out for.
See when it comes to fouls. Oh yeah, they foul a lot. They the 19th highest fouling team. So I'm pretty sure most of that shit Jokic too. Jokic and MPJ. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good series. The more I'm looking at these stats and these team stats and these numbers, like I'm more comfortable saying Lakers gonna win this motherfucker in 7. Just because they do a lot of the things well that Denver struggles with. So, mm, but
It's
anything,
crazy though how Lakers went from a team in the play in struggling against what's it called, Timberwolves. People talking about, man, they barely beat the Timberwolves. They about to lose to Memphis. To now they in the Western Conference Finals.
man. Yep. Yep. I can't even. I want to hate, but I can't even hate. But I want to hate. I want to hate, man. If LeBron pulled this off, man, I ain't gonna start not seeing it coming. You remember when the Lakers made the trade? We both was like, oh man, they done got way better. Just knowing basketball, it was just this is a good team. This is a good team. It is what it is. If anybody say the Lakers not a good team, they just some haters. I don't know how they got the players. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But the players they got, it's a good team. So
Everybody that's getting significant minutes right now, I want to see them back next year.
man, next year this shit might look nasty though. Yeah, I'm counting on 80 to break down. LeBron gonna
Damn,
be 39. So
he ain't showing
that,
no. He ain't showing no signs. You gotta realize LeBron playing on a foot right now that's supposed to be he supposed to be having surgery for.
Ray,
So
man, all that sound good for his
the
PR.
fact that LeBron's looking like how he's looking right now,
That sounds good for his PR team, man. I don't think nothing wrong with his damn foot like that.
all right. When you hear now season he end up having surgery, you're like, oh, I guess it was real. You gotta you one of those. You gotta wait to hear somebody come out and confirm LeBron had surgery on his foot. Oh, he really did have to have surgery. I thought that was just man. I thought he was just using it as an excuse. Bro was in a boot. That was a last second call for him to just come back. He wasn't expecting to come back that early. They probably told him like, "Hey, you can play on it, but it's gonna hurt."
I
And I
mean,
think that's another reason why he ain't been like just he picks very wisely when he wants to drive and when he wants to be aggressive in games because that might probably do be killing him.
hmm, we'll see, man. Anything else you want to talk about? We ready to wrap it?
What does KD's legacy look like?
I mean, everybody go hate him. It's nothing else I can say. Everybody go hate him. It's gonna just take the people that don't feed into the hate and say, "Man, that nigga was cold, man."
No, I'm
Because I feel
saying
like,
for as like, did the Warriors save his career?
nah, he would have
So you
been.
take
He would
those,
have been.
you
He
take
would have
two
been
rings.
better. He would have been better off without this shit because people don't count it anyway.
No, I'm
They don't
saying you
count it
take.
anyway.
I'm saying if he really didn't have no, if he didn't have two rings for real, what does that look like?
George Gervin, Karl Malone, niggas like that. Charles Barkley. It's only so far he can drop, man. He's a 4-time scoring title. He a top 5 scoring on the scoring list, top 10, top 10, top 5, one of them hoes. It's like, man, dude is a bucket getter. 14-time All-Star, like 12, 13-time All-NBA.
He
It's only
top five.
select few people.
He top five for scoring per game. He ain't top five, top 10 for scoring total points. He
I think
top 20
he
right.
is.
He top 20 for total points.
Oh, okay. But
And
I
say,
think
hold
yeah,
on a second,
he got one of the highest scoring
you putting
averages.
too much dip on his chip, man. He
He,
ain't
he,
that far along yet.
they gonna say
He
he
might be
won the
top
most
15. He
efficient.
might be top 15 for sure. Total points
They gonna say he one of the most efficient scorers of all time, one of the greatest scorers of all time. I mean,
so
the only
Dirk
thing you
wins
can
without a ring now. That's what basically he would look like if he didn't go to the Warriors. What you telling me?
okay, so what? Top 5 talent, but only a top 20 career. Because you can't name four players more talented than KD. That
But what is that? What type of legacy does that
fun
like?
to watch. I watched him for 20 years and I enjoyed it.
Okay, so he'll be a Dr. J then.
Hey, Eric say it's not. Hey, I didn't write the story. I can't say nothing because it got really
But
weird.
I did read the book, and that
Hey,
moved me.
okay. What's Kawhi Leonard legacy?
2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, uh, defense player of the year twice, multiple
Okay,
all defense teams, all NBA teams.
man. Stephen A. got on national TV and called him the worst superstar the game has ever seen. Man.
And what did Kawhi say?
Who cares?
But when people criticize KD, he goes out his way to say something bad.
Hey,
That's
say
what
man.
that's no
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about when Kate like, bro, KD's character is another thing I question. He come out in one sentence and say, I don't care about legacy, but anytime somebody criticize him, he get his feelings hurt. You do care about your legacy, because if you did it, you wouldn't respond back to what people say about you. When
Ray, just
Charles Barkley
just
called him
just
out and
say
said he
you
wasn't a
hate
bus
Kevin
driver,
Durant.
he got mad about that.
Just say you hate Kevin Durant. You happy he lost, and you happy his legacy's gone and shit. It's okay.
That what you want me to say?
That's what it sounds like you saying.
No, I'm saying I mean, a player of his caliber, you expect more.
Yeah, yeah. And why do you expect more? Because he's fucking great. Like
Yeah,
that's the dichotomy
and
that everybody.
that's what his
Hold
greatness
on, hold
comes into.
on, hold on, hold on. This the thing that nobody. That's what everybody fails to realize. He's so great that you expect so much that if you are not getting multiple championships, and if you're not driving a bus, it looks crazy. But the fact that ain't nobody pointing out the fact that you look at his game and have so high of expectations for him, that in itself is the greatness. Everybody like, okay, I get it. But ain't don't nobody say he's better than LeBron. Nobody said he was better than the other dudes he played against, like the Kobe's, like the Duncans, the people that he caught in the midst of his coming up. Nobody else said he was as great as them dudes, but he's a great player, right? Nobody ever put him next to the Tim Duncans. Nobody ever put him
Because he
next to
never could get
the
he
Kobe's.
never could
But
win.
that's what I'm saying.
You only get in those conversations when you win.
But Ray
That's why I'm
Nard,
questioning his greatness, because
you
KD is
question his
considered.
greatness because he played in the greatest era of talent. KD's played in the greatest era of talent. KD has played the greatest talent. It's not close.
You just named off literally 2 players that wasn't in his era when he
He
started
caught
dominating.
them. He caught them. They caught, bro.
Man, this
So
dude
you
got
know what I'm
drafted
saying?
in 07. Kobe last title was in 2010. I ain't trying to hear that. He seen the back end of Dirk and Kobe and Tim Duncan's career. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
When did Kevin Durant get to his first title?
2 years after Kobe got to his last one.
So on his way there, who was knocking him out? What teams was knocking him out?
Who was knocking who out?
Who was knocking KD teams out? Do you not
He got
remember
knocked
the
out by
teams?
the Lakers one time.
But
after that, the Lakers never beat them again in the playoffs.
But I'm saying, Ray, look at who the great players he was playing. Do we have to go through this? Kevin Durant and the teams he done lost to? Like, we're not gonna act like he lost to scrubs, Ray. He's never lost to a scrub outside of the Boston series when we don't know what them dudes is yet. But
He's never had a trash team around him. I
Oh, here
hope you're
you
not getting
go.
knocked out by Spurs.
Here
Is
you
that? Am I
go,
lying? Am I
man. Here
lying?
you go, bro.
Has he ever had a team where you was like, man,
When he had rookie Harden second year Westbrook and they won 50 plus games, I can't say that team wasn't all that. His second highest scorer was a second year Russell Westbrook getting 16 points. He was getting
when I think
30 at
he never,
21.
bruh, he never had a team that made me question, man.
That's
I don't know.
you. Them dudes one dude. His second and third option was Russell Westbrook and Jeff Green. They
And
get 16 and 15 points.
what
He's
team in the
getting
West?
30.
What team in the West did you think that he was going to struggle against once they got to the playoffs?
Bro.
Since his team was so bad.
I didn't say his team was bad. They wasn't as good as the other teams. You be tripping, man.
So I'm saying, what teams was it?
Bro, in 2010, in the first round, he played the Lakers. He lost to
You
Kobe
keep on
and
bringing up.
Powell.
I'm
That was his
talking
first
about.
year. That was his first year in the playoffs.
I'm talking about once he started actually. Once the OKC actually started getting the wheels going.
That's when he first started getting. That's his first time in the playoffs right now. They went from 23 and 59, and then they went to a 50-win team in Russell Westbrook's second year, and James Harden first year. They won 50 games. In the first round, they got matched up with the eventual champion Los Angeles Lakers.
And I told you that's the only time Lakers ever beat them in the playoffs.
He was in year 3. Are you not understanding the amount of talent he's having to go through at a young age? And he done led his team to a 50-win team, and he has to play the Los Angeles Lakers with Kobe and Pau Gasol in the first round. In his third year, averaging 30, with a second year Russell Westbrook, a rookie James Harden, and Jeff Green.
You keep saying a second year Westbrook, like that wasn't Kevin Durant's third year. Like you acting like he just was so
That's
much experience.
That's what I'm saying. Look what he had to go through his third year. Like his career, Let's go through it. Nope.
What is the? No, I'm saying, what's the point behind you keep saying?
Right now, who did LeBron face his first time in the playoffs, man?
I want to say, what's his name? The Wizards.
With no who? It was no Gilbert Arenas and it was no Caron Butler. It's Anton Jameson by himself.
We seen LeBron. With those two guys, as you saying, was missing in the playoffs. We seen what LeBron did to those guys on other occasions. So,
fake, bro.
How am I being what?
You being fake, fam. Cause bro, this dude playing all bro. I'm looking through it right now. Dude had to go man. Nah, bro. I ain't going. You could do all that, but I ain't going, man. AD had some tough competition his whole career.
Yeah, that Memphis team was real tough, huh?
Man, his first year. Listen, can I say it? But can I say it? His first year in the playoffs, who did he lose to?
The Lakers.
Lakers, right? What the Lakers do that same year?
They won a championship.
His second time in the playoffs. The year after that, 2011, who they lose to? You remember?
I think it was the Mavericks.
And what did the Mavericks do?
They had no business. They had no business.
Right now, they won the championship.
They had no business losing to them, though.
Man, they won the championship.
Just like, bro, just the same way we shame LeBron for losing and stinking up in the finals and the Mavericks to beat them. I said the same thing about OKC.
Raynor, listen. Can you listen real quick? Bro,
you're speaking from right now. But back then, when OKC lost, a lot of people was very surprised.
And then what happened? They beat LeBron in his fucking super team, man. Quit all that. He lost to the championship team his first 3 playoff runs, Raynor.
I will give you Lakers because they had went to 2 previous championships before that. But the Mavericks, you keep on trying to say
they beat LeBron ass. They beat LeBron ass. What are you talking about?
I think it's more so LeBron just did a choke job versus they just beat his ass.
Man, so come on, bro. They beat the Lakers, they beat the Thunder, they beat Miami, but now you want to go kill Kevin Durant for losing to them. Come on now, you ain't. Come on, bro. They lost to the champions. They lost to the champions 3 straight years, right? But I'm saying that he had the toughest competition when he first started, and you,
Well, how you gonna say 3 straight years? They was in the championship 1 year. What?
That's what I'm saying. They lost to the champion his first, bro. I made perfect sense, man. To get to that finals, he beat 3 champions.
Don't you kill LeBron?
They beat the Mavericks, Lakers, and the Spurs.
Don't you kill LeBron? You're trying to make an excuse for KD losing to the eventual champions, but bruh. LeBron was actually in the finals losing, and you talk down on him for doing that. But then you're making an excuse for KD, who lost to the eventual champions. We didn't know at the time they was going to be. We didn't know at the time that we didn't know at the time that they were going to be champions.
This is sad, bro. Bro.
No, it's not. It's crazy.
Listen to who he lost to. He lost to Kobe. He lost to Dirk. He lost to LeBron. Who is he better than out of those people?
Only two of those teams are looked at as, well, for one, they did something that Mavericks didn't do. They went and won twice back to back. 2, nobody looks at that Mavericks team and be like, man, that's an all-time great team right there. Nobody does that. That was a great championship run, but that wasn't a great championship team.
He lost to players that were better than him, man.
So you saying that Dirk was better than him?
Sorry, man. Well, you ready to wrap this up, man? Yes, Dirk is better than Kevin Durant. He showed and proved.
That's you just trying to say that because that's helping your argument.
It's not. Oh my God! I done showed you. I done proved to you what KD did his first 3 playoff.
Man, his career is gonna be one of the most underachieving top 15 players I ever seen in my life. And it's sad. Losing to
Kobe, losing to LeBron, losing to Dirk. That's underachieving.
So hold on a second. So that's just like saying
he's not better than him.
That's just like saying if Kobe never beat Duncan, like, well, he lost to an all-time great. If you want to be in that on the same table, then you have to overcome them at least. You have to overcome all-time greats to be considered an all-time great. You're trying to make him an all-time great.
Who to overcome with Harden and Westbrook, man? None of these niggas overcame with them, man. Stop it. You know that Scott Brooks, right?
Kobe took a whole team with unproven talent. Bro, oh my God.
Tough fucking titty. He still had Phil Jackson. All these dudes had great coaches. I think KD ain't have a great coach. Man. He didn't have great complementing pieces that contribute to actual winning championships. This dude was losing to champions.
I knew you wasn't ready to criticize your boy. I knew you wasn't. You ain't built for that. You gonna defend that boy to your grave. I don't care how many hiccups he have in his career. You gonna find something to try to just hula hoop your way through that. I ain't trying to hear it, DJ. At the end of the day, I ain't never heard you go at bat for nobody like KD.
Ain't nobody had his head, bro. He's had it rougher than any of these dudes. Right now, listen. Russell Westbrook and James Harden is 2 of the most worst MVPs you can have when you're really trying to win a championship. Scott Brooks is a terrible coach. He had a worse coach than anybody else. That's a great player. Like, come on now, be serious, man. And he was in his 3rd, 4th, 5th year having to go up against seasoned champions that he was not better than individually.
I think Kobe could play with Westbrook.
Say, man, you ready to wrap it? That'll be it for Hoop His Stories. This was a special episode. I'm Didi Know Ball. That's Ray. But, yeah. Until next time, man. This dude said,
hey,
you got my blood boiling.
Kobe and Westbrook.